I'm here with Matt Mikalatos, the author of Sky Lantern and 5 other books. One of them, which was set here, partially Imaginary Jesus, was set here partially in flying colors. So it's our little claim to fame. But it's great to have Matt back. Matt was on staff here mid-90s?
Yeah.
Okay, so
late 90s.
Okay. So a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. So I just want to talk to you a little bit about what Sky Lantern, and just tell me how did this happen?
Yeah, so one day it was raining and we saw some garbage out in our front yard. My wife asked me to go pick it up, which I didn't want to do. But when I got out and did pick it up, it was a sky lantern. It was like a tiny hot air balloon. And written on it were the words, "Love you, Dad, miss you so much." And this woman's name's Steph. So she'd written it because her father had passed away. And it was her way of just expressing love to him. So I felt really sad. I have 3 daughters, so I wrote a letter to her. Like, here's how fathers should feel about their daughters. And I'm sure your dad felt this way toward you. And I put it online, and it went crazy viral. And yeah,
so the first day it was shared like 15,000 times or something.
Yeah, the first day I didn't think anything would come of it. I didn't expect anyone to read it really. And the first morning I knew something was going on because my daughter came in the morning when everyone was getting ready, crying, and gave me a hug and what's going on? And then I went and saw my wife was crying in her bedroom. I was like, why is everyone crying? And I said, oh, we read your letter. And then people started sharing it on social media, and yeah, it's had millions and millions of hits now, like 3-ish million, I think now. And yeah, people have written from all over the world saying, yeah, thanks for reminding me of my own dad or my kids. And yeah, eventually Steph, the woman Steph, found it, saw it, and wrote me a note. And I didn't think it was her at first, but she knew some other things that were written on the lantern. So then I knew it was her. And yeah, we became friends. And that's what the book is about. Small acts of kindness, family, showing love to those who are in your life that you love, things like that.
It's a message we all need to get.
I think so.
Yeah. So you're getting letters about this and emails and all. Any you want to share that particularly hit you?
Oh, I think one of the ones that, yeah, for a while there I was getting literally hundreds of letters a day, some days. And one day I got a letter that was a woman that her husband had just died and they had 3 small kids. And she said, I'm going to keep this letter to read to them when they get older and say, this is how your dad felt about you. And I thought, man, if we can spread that message, if that can get out there more, these hurting kids, people who've lost a loved one, that's amazing. Yeah, and I get notes from others who had a hard relationship with their parents and just said this moved them toward healing or made them realize, for those who've been in really hard parental relationships, to say, hey, this is how I should have been treated, this is how kids should be loved by their parents. So yeah, I think a lot of really good things have come like that.
And where does the book go from here? You're continuing to promote the book, and what else? Have you had any feelers from Hollywood or any sort of, it feels like it's ready for that.
Yeah, it could be for sure. Yeah, Today's Show did a segment on it, which was great, and a lot of interested people in radio and different places. We've talked about the story. I've talked to a couple of people in Hollywood, and there's a few that are lined up. I'm going to meet a couple people hopefully when I'm in LA this spring, but nothing. You know how to, like, I liked your book does not mean
yes.
We'll have a Hallmark movie, in 6 months. So we'll see.
So now this is your 6th book. What's going to be the 7th?
That's a great question. I was so exhausted emotionally after writing this book. I just put everything I could, just trying to be honest about my own feelings, about my parents, my kids, all these things. I'm just tired. So I'm writing a couple things. I'm writing a couple novels for my daughters. We'll see what ends up with those, but I'm not sure, actually. This one is still giving me plenty of work and letters to write, so I'm focusing on that right now.
Okay, so now let's talk about your time here at Flying Colors.
Sure.
and comics, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so mid-90s, what was some of the stuff that is going on here. What were your favorite comics to recommend that people who read this book might want to pick up?
You know, I don't know if you remember this. It's kind of a funny story. When I first filled out my application to come work here, one of the questions was, what comics are you reading and enjoying? And I put Legion of Superheroes. And I think every other person in the shop was a Marvel guy.
Yeah.
And so I came in, you were like, hey, this is Matt, he's a DC guy, he'll help round things out. Which I thought was really funny. And then of course everyone harassed me mercilessly. I remember Roland, who used to work at the shop, loved the Hulk, and I loved Superman, and he would always find pictures of Superman getting beat up by the Hulk.
Yeah.
So I get those all the time. But yeah, oh man, I came after Superman died, so I missed all of that drama here at the shop. But you know what was huge was Spawn when I first came here, and Spawn came to flying colors. I remember it was gigantic. I mean, it was amazing. It was a once in a lifetime.
I had to zip up the rubber suit. It's not something I'm horribly proud of, but
I remember we had those Spawn stickers everywhere, and yeah, we had lots of those. And there was a woman, Erin, who worked here for a while at the time, and she and I would sneak Spawn stickers on each other's stuff. And then I crossed the line when I put it on her car.
Oh,
she got really angry. But no, there were. I remember Starman was out at the time, which was a comic I loved. I don't know that many people are reading it now that it's done, but still classic.
James
stuff
Robinson.
there. James Robinson,
Yeah.
good stuff. Yeah, now, you know, I've got kids, 3 daughters. They all love comics. So my oldest will read anything. She loves all comics. My youngest, who's 6, really loves Zeta, the space girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are like her favorite. And my middle daughter loves, oh gosh, I'm gonna blank on his name. It's the little ghost. You know those hardback?
Johnny Boo?
Johnny Boo. She
Oh,
loves
yeah,
Johnny
yeah.
Boo. She's 13 and
James
she loves
Pachaka.
Johnny Boo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she thinks Johnny Boo's the greatest, which is really funny. Yeah, and I'm reading a lot of stuff. I always love. I love everything Gene Yang ever does. So I've got all of his stuff. And yeah, I don't know. I pick up a lot of things. I'm really interested still in comics. Still enjoy them.
Good. So we're going to tell people to pick up this book. We'll still have copies here at Flying Colors, and when you come to get your next stack of comics, take a look at Sky Lantern and have it make a difference in your life. And we want to thank Matt for being here today and having a great event here today. So thank you, Matt.
My pleasure.
Great to have you back.
Thanks for having me, Jim.
Okay.